To this new Gamersyde live. Tonight we're going to show you not just one game. Oh my god, I can hear myself speaking. Sorry about that. All right, so tonight we're going to show you not just one game, but many games running not on the usual consoles, but on the Xbox One X, which has just been, well, not just been released, but we have finally been able to show you the console in action, as you may have seen today on the site. We've Driftwood putting on a lot of content. So tonight we are going to show you various games. Basically, you'll be able to ask us, and if we have it, we will give it a try, and also we'll show you whatever we want to. And as usual, Driftwood is going to do the talking and the playing.
Yeah, hi everyone, and welcome back to Gamersyde. If you ever left, actually, we're like Blim said, we're on Xbox One X. There's nothing different in the interface or anything, so it's not like it's going to show anything particularly new, but yeah, we have a list of games, and I'll start by maybe telling people who are waiting for their Xbox One X to be shipped and to get to their homes that the filters they have in the games section do not work as they should, or maybe they do work, but maybe Microsoft is they're not doing their job as they should, because you should be able to see every single Xbox One X enhanced games by switching to this, and evidently some of them are, but some are missing, like Assassin's Creed Origins, which was updated I think yesterday, if I'm mistaken. Tomb Raider is there, but on the other hand, Forza 7, which just got updated before the live stream, does not appear in the list. I mean, there's a good chance that, and I hope it will be fixed by the when you get the console. But yeah, still a few days to sort things out and make sure that people know for sure that they are playing an Xbox One X enhanced game, and not just an older Xbox One game that might benefit from the console and its power, just like we showed with Project Cars 1, which I think, but again, it's always very difficult because depending on the number of cars you have on screen, it's hard to compare exactly, even if you select the same track and the same settings, weather and everything, to be sure that everything is running exactly the same as in our previous frame rate test. But if you
can
check
you
the video,
start again? Like, I don't know, maybe we could start slowly with Halo 3.
Sure. If people want to see, yeah, let's go back to the Xbox with 360 and show you. But just beware that it's going to be in French. Because Halo 3 was released back then when, well, basically there was only one language on the disc, and it's a disc version, it's a box version, the original one that I bought with my, I think it was the Legendary Edition with the nice collector helmet.
Start the game.
Okay, I will.
So yeah, you will hear some games in French, and there is nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, 360 games, the 3 that got actually updated to benefit from the power of the Xbox One X. They're in French. Although I'd appreciate if you didn't ask me to launch Oblivion or Fallout 3, because that would require me to actually stand up and to switch discs.
Yeah, it would be a nightmare, clearly, yeah.
And to be completely honest, the French dubbing is atrocious, basically. It's let's say it's uneven in Halo 3. Some characters are good, some are not, but Fallout 3, it's sometimes hilarious. And Oblivion, it's probably actually better than Fallout 3, but Yeah, sorry about that. So, campaign. Well, I'll just... oh, it's loading. I like this music.
Yeah, who doesn't?
So, difficulty normal. I'm going to die a lot, I guess. I haven't played Halo in a while. Oh, well, except for the few videos I made. Well, actually,
Désolé
just
pour
the
les
one.
manœuvres.
Oh, the
Prévenez
French.
le commandant.
Oh, yeah, French. That's jarring.
Well, that was okay. That sounded okay.
Yeah, but we are not used to do French stuff.
No, we're not.
Our stream is specialty.
Actually, not used to playing in French.
So we are going to stream in, well, of course, 1080p, but also 30 FPS because we are having some issues. Let's just say, as usual, nothing is working as it should. So at least 30 FPS should be working well.
I thought it did work as it should yesterday.
Yeah, but I didn't want to take any risk because...
No, you don't want to take any chances.
Okay, the volume is a little loud, so I can fix that.
He's a loud kind of person.
Yeah, well, it's really impressive. Well, the characters look like shit, but it already did even in the low resolution of Halo 3.
The human characters, yes.
It's amazing, honestly.
Passez-le-nous.
When I watched your video this afternoon, showing the trees and everything, it didn't look out of place at all.
No. It's mainly the human characters, but back when it was released, I remember thinking that the character models looked dated even at the time. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think anyone liked how the character model looked, and that was most of the improvements for Halo Reach was the character models suddenly looked quite incredible. And Fee and Philavat looking really good.
It looks okay. You know, as long as they, characters wearing helmets or are not human, that's still okay.
Yeah, well, also don't look at the animations too much.
No, sure. Okay, so let's just follow them, they say. So much less aliasing than I remember, obviously. Which was one of the things that I was disappointed in at the time also. I haven't had time to...
It's not much less, there's no aliasing at all.
Yeah, well, yeah. So a lot less then. I haven't had time to try the game in HDR. Basically, the only game I could play in HDR because I was stuck recording gameplay footage all week long. And the only game I could try was like maybe an hour ago. I launched Assassin's Creed Origins, and actually the option menu for the HDR is pretty cool. You actually can tweak it a bit.
That was ugly.
No, very immersive back then, a bit, I guess.
No. Halo 3 was a disappointment, at least in terms of graphics. That's for certain.
Yeah, I remember. When was it released? It was like 2008, 2007 maybe? Oh. I should open the door. Behind it.
Major? Bien, ce canal est sûr. Les troupes de choc s'amenuisent. On ne tiendra pas la base éternellement. Reprenez ces hangars pour l'évacuation, et vite.
We're asking for Gizo. Not Gizo, oh my god, Geometry Wars 2. You have it?
No, I don't. Nope, sorry. I could actually show quickly the list of games I have. Those I have installed, and well, I'm not going to bother actually try to download all the games tonight. Actually hoping that maybe the Tomb Raider update will be done by the time we finish.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, couldn't remember exactly which.
Anyway, I don't think we should show any more than this.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We should move on to the games. It's well, I don't know if we can call it emulation, or I think it's a bit more than emulation, but it's still very, very impressive.
Yeah, it's just I don't think we can expect a lot of 360 games to be patched like that. But the fact that Bethesda actually took the time to release 2 of them, it's still you know, maybe.
Well, I think they know that people are going to just buy them outright.
I know.
Maybe you could move to Halo 5, so we could have the transition from. Old to new? Well,
it's not
newish.
Yeah, it's not exactly new, but
so question, so the sound of the console is good, no airplane taking off?
Not that I've heard. I know that there's a French website that claims that it's noisier than the PS4 Pro. I don't know what they were drinking. I have no idea. I mean, basically, usually when I actually capture, the problem is that I hear the capture PC a lot. But even so, when I do capture PS4 Pro and the capture PC is on, I can still hear when it starts to go crazy and makes a lot of noise. And I haven't heard anything like that on Xbox One X.
From what I heard, the PlayStation 4 Pro's noise is very random. From unit to unit, some units sound like they are taking off, others are a bit less annoying. Maybe it's the same thing from the One X. Maybe some units will be silent, others maybe, I don't know. Time will tell.
It's a possibility. So let's start with Master Chief, right? We don't want it serious, do we?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, there were 2 teams. You know, basically the teams with the team with Master Chief, and the team with the others. And you actually got to play.
We don't care about.
Yeah, not that much. And that's the one you got to play more. I think a bit more.
Damn, that was fast loading.
Yeah, very fast loading. I can't remember if it was that fast before. To be perfectly honest.
Well, from what I saw on Digital Foundry, the loadings are much better now on the X.
Yeah, well, it really depends. The other day I tried to play The Witcher 3 and it was really long. So maybe it's shorter.
On Digital Foundry, they counted 1 minute and 45 seconds on the original one for the Witcher 3 from the main menu, and 45 seconds on the One X.
It didn't feel like 45 seconds when I did launch that set.
How far has it already
It was 45 seconds, and I was talking to you. That would have felt much shorter than it was.
What do you think that's about?
Humans look way better now than they did back in Halo 3.
Is that supposed to be the guy playing Luke Cage?
The what? Sorry again.
The black dude here. Was it the actor playing Luke Cage, or
I think he looks a lot like him. I didn't know him back then. I think, well, not that much, but when I
Nathan for sure, but
no, when I played the game yesterday night at 3 in the morning, basically. Because I got the update very late, and I didn't want to.
No, that's
this many missions now.
And I felt it reminded me of someone.
Yeah. So is the Witcher 4K patch out yet?
No, it's not.
No?
I mean, they.
Can you skip the?
Yeah, I can. Sure.
Cutscene.
But people would like to watch.
Oh, if people want to see it, I'm fine with it. But I think we have got many things to show. So.
Yeah, so very nice details on the weapons.
Yeah.
And
so once again, we are streaming at 30 FPS. Of course, the game runs at 60.
We clear the Covenant and return this station.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, it's smooth. It's not like Gears of War 4 and in a, you know, performance mode where it cannot hold a steady 60 FPS.
Well, again, according to people who have time to completely check games, like Digital Foundry, it's just 2 levels who have
Okay. Well,
issues with 60 FPS, and I think you actually try playing the worst one.
well, the thing is, I tried to play the good looking ones. So
Yeah, well, usually if it's good looking, maybe they're pushing a bit more the engine.
yeah, I agree, but then they should have done something to I don't know, lower resolution so it doesn't go under 60 in those
Also,
levels.
so your console right now is outputting 1080p. It's not 4K, but all games on Xbox One X do, when they output 1080p, they all do the super sampling and everything. So it's not like on PlayStation 4 where if you have the console in 1080p, sometimes the game will actually use this resolution internally, and others will use the real high resolution. Here it's like if the game is running in 4K or not. It's the same thing. Yeah. So we've got someone saying that it's awesome value for $500. In terms of hardware, I don't think many people will disagree that it's really a really great piece of hardware. In terms of thermal design, in terms of design itself, and how they managed to put so much power in such a small box, and it's also quite silent. It's, well, I don't think anyone can fault Microsoft here. Now, is it a great value for the price? I guess. Now, the real issue will be, will we actually get games that make us want to? Well, I will buy this console, of course, but make people who are on the line don't really know if they're going to get the PlayStation 4 or this one. I don't know.
Come on!
I need support.
Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Back in it.
Yeah. So my answer to the question, and I'm sorry I didn't intervene or anything, but I was busy playing terribly not well. But I think if you've all you've ever owned up to that point, to this point, sorry, is an Xbox One. There's I think there's more, potentially more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you're an Xbox One gamer, and you've got the money to get this one, there's no doubt whatsoever that you should upgrade.
But I think it's even probably more worth it for an Xbox One owner to buy an X than it was for a PS4 owner to buy a Pro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Xbox One hardware was, well, not terrible, but it was really unbalanced, and just Microsoft put so much money into Kinect that they neglected the actual power of the system itself. So yeah, of course, if you only own Xbox One, by all means, upgrade. There is no reason whatsoever, unless if you have the money, of course, to keep the Xbox One. It's so image quality is so much better.
The only problem is that,
when
you know, when Sony released their PlayStation 4, they had pretty nice offers for, you know, PS4 base PS4 owners, so they could actually didn't have to pay a lot more just by you know, basically exchanging their base PS4 against a Pro. And I don't know in other countries, but in France, Microsoft, they have nothing like that for Xbox One. Probably because it's not worth a lot of money now. But
it's going to be very difficult to resell the original Xbox or even the One S, because it's so underpowered compared to, well, of course, the Pro and the One X, but also just the base PlayStation 4. It's basically it's missing so much that if people know what they're buying, it's going to be difficult to sell a one. But if you can afford it, clearly go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Obviously, if you have a PS4 Pro, I'd say you should hold and see what happens within, you know, upcoming third-party games, and see if there's really a reason for actually spending $500.
Clearly, if you can afford both the Pro and one, and you have you don't want to play on PC because whatever your reason, yeah, of course, go for it. But if you can only afford one of the two, clearly the One X will get the best third-party, the best, I would say, multi-platform games. There's absolutely no way the PlayStation 4 Pro version will be better than the One X. The One X is almost 50% more powerful in terms of GPU, and has also 50% more RAM. So it's not like during the last generation where 360 and PlayStation 3 were very close, but the PlayStation 3 was so difficult to program. So the first 4 years or so, the 360 version of the games were always slightly better, sometimes quite a bit better, and then it equalized at the end of the generation when developers and also Sony got the better tools. This year there is no contest whatsoever. Just like the difference between the One and the PlayStation 4, it's basically the same thing when you go from PlayStation 4 Pro to Xbox One X, and there's more RAM. So it's no contest whatsoever. If you want only to play, if you mostly want to play, I don't know, Battlefield 1, Destiny, FIFA, well, even FIFA is exactly the same on both consoles, but otherwise it's always going to be the Xbox One X version. Of course, there's the issue of where your friends are on PlayStation Network or on Xbox Live. That's always the issue. But if you want to play exclusive titles, that's where things are really becoming interesting, because, well, that's where Microsoft went really wrong this generation.
Yeah.
Has Horizon 3 been patched yet?
Come again?
Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon
hasn't been patched yet. No.
Okay, so
the problem I have with the patches is that there's the communication around them is not very good.
Like I argue a bit with someone on Reddit today. The console has not been released yet officially.
No, I know.
So you can blame anyone if right now there is some stuff that's not as it should, but if on Tuesday there's still issues, that's not acceptable.
Well, the thing is, there were probably on Tuesday. I think that some of the games that we were told would be updated. Well, not we were as journalists, but that people were told would be updated at some point, like Shadow of War, like Recore, and the others. I mean, no dates were ever announced. I think, it's not like they said, and maybe they did, but and I don't know. But it's not like they said the update for Shadow of War will be available at launch when the console launches, or even I think there's a Wolfenstein 2 update too in the makings. But so that's the thing is, I'd just like to know when things are going to appear. It's not like I want everything to be there. I understand that some people would be of course eager to see their games, because they're not going to have like 30 games like we do, that they don't own everything. So yeah, I understand that it's not
right.
So be very nice.
So this is the Titanfall 2, obviously. So once again, we are streaming at 30. The game itself runs at incredibly smooth 60 FPS. I was really impressed by this game running on Xbox One X. It's just a joy to watch, honestly.
Well, unless you're watching.
It's
me.
always a joy to watch this game because it's such a. In first, the single player campaign at least was very. I really like what they did with it in terms of story, in terms of everything. So yeah, and the patch here is good job. Yeah, so like someone is saying on the Twitch chat, the patches are in the certification queue, which is yeah, pretty obvious, because even if it's just, and I'm doing big air quotes here, just a resolution increase, you still have to go through the TRC stuff and everything.
Yeah,
check
obviously,
that. The game is not going to format your hard drive and things like that. So, and I'm sure these people are quite busy right now. So
I'm not blaming.
As long as it's already on Tuesday, I don't think we can moan about anything.
No, and I'm not blaming Microsoft for not having everything ready.
Wow.
Just to be clear, no,
Great.
I'm lost, actually, getting lost in a game that's basically linear.
Linear, yeah.
And I did play that yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. Oh no, it's over there, just right there. And yeah, I'm not blaming Microsoft for not having all the patches ready. I think it's a bit of a shame that all the reviews came out.
Saying that on the Xbox.com site, the games that are patchy are already patched, listed there are real. It's not broken like on the console.
Okay,
itself.
well, which is good, but I think for most people, and again, we'll see how it goes on Tuesday. But for most people, it's going to be more convenient to check the console than to
sure,
to think
but
they
you can be certain on Tuesday.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Yeah, and also maybe it takes a few hours to be able to update the cache on the console itself. So it's just. And on Tuesday, there are new patches coming. We'll see.
But yeah, it'd be nice if we could have sometimes a window for some of them, and not from Microsoft, but because Microsoft cannot possibly know exactly when some.
I think they are the one who are actually blocking this patches, not the dev themselves. You suck.
No, but I don't know what I did that, because I actually did get that's a collectible, and I have already have it, so that was really stupid.
I'm pretty sure all patches are already at Microsoft since a few days, but yeah, or just.
Oh, that's terrible.
You suck.
Oh, man. I do. To in my defense, I have never really played Titanfall 2. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, it's just here. I don't know why I was trying to go over there. Oh, I missed.
You're trying too hard.
No, I'm not even trying.
Yesterday you managed to do it.
Yeah, no, I could play very well. It's just, I'm under a lot of stress, and remember that I actually did go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I don't care. You're on vacation, man.
Yeah, I still had to wake up at 9, so it's not a lot of sleep.
BT.
And having children is no vacation. Oh no, there's a secure area indication here. Oh, you're not dead.
Those drones are IMC scouts.
So yeah, if you haven't played Titanfall, I really can't stress enough how awesome the single player is.
Yeah, it is. It's well, if you do, I think like you pay for a monthly subscription just for a month, EA Access, and it's free. And I'm pretty sure it's it's not a lot of money to play very good and solid. I just played the beginning of the campaign, but I've been having a lot of fun. It's very it's very inventive, and you can feel.
Yeah, and you've seen nothing in terms of inventiveness. Some levels are crazy.
Protocol 1, link to pilot.
So you tell me when you want me to switch games, and if some people want to see.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think you can switch.
Okay. So I don't know if there's anyone who wants to see Super Lucky Stale. I saw that the reviews were not as bad as I expected them to be, because quite honestly, for a Super Lucky Stale,
IGN gave it a 5.
Yeah.
So.
Which I would probably stand there. That's not a game I want to play. I've played it for a little while. First 2 worlds, I think, and I found it very boring. And performance is
the very definition of mediocre.
Yeah,
honestly. There's nothing.
It's not bad,
quality.
but
it's
not good either.
It's just bleh.
Yeah.
Someone is asking vehemently for Assassin's Creed Origins.
Okay, sure. I'm happy to.
I didn't check the percentage for the patch, the Tomb Raider patch.
I don't think it's more than 50% yet.
After Assassin's Creed Origins, someone is asking for Fallout, but I think he's just rolling. But someone is asking for Quantum Break.
Quantum Break, that's a possibility. Although I have to say, and making the videos, I realized it. I've never completed the game, although I did like the story. Didn't have time, and I probably will at some point. If I can find the time. But playing it again after such a long time, I was unable to do anything. I used to play the game in hard mode, and I played horribly, which is why you didn't see a lot of combat in the video. Because I just couldn't do it anymore. But yeah, it's actually looks better. I mean, textures are still horrible, which is a bit of a shame. But it's not as blurry as it used to be. Some cutscenes, at least the first one in the introduction, I saw some like freezes more or less, or let's say massive slowdowns 1 or 2 times, and it didn't look very nice when it happened. But other than that, I mean, gameplay was smooth, which is the most important, obviously, when you play a video game. I just hope the other cutscenes, since it's a very cinematic game, don't have the stutter issues or the freeze issues that I saw in the introduction. You actually can see some of it in the video I posted. And then again, it might be the I don't know, the hard drive. I don't know. It's it's been installed on the original hard drive. We actually have an external hard drive added to be able to have all those games ready to play. Because games are pretty huge now.
Yeah.
And actually, one thing you should realize before you decide if you want to buy the Xbox One X or not is if you don't have a good internet connection, it's going to make you cry. Even if you buy the box versions, because the updates are incredibly huge. I mean, the update for Tomb Raider is 30 gigs. That's like the size of a game. Oh, there's a... So one thing we can do with Assassin's Creed Origins is actually compare, pictures taken by people who own an Xbox One S or an Xbox One Fat, and some of the pictures I took, or even just gameplay. So one example is here, and this a lot of people actually like the picture, and actually the composition is very nice. But here's how it looks. It looks for an Xbox One game pretty good, but you can see that it's definitely blurry, and that it's not 1080p. Now, it's not exactly the same place. But it's the same location. But this is my picture yesterday on Xbox One X. Anytime soon. So I don't think we need to say more.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you that it's not because it was that picture that didn't look very good, because, you know, I know that's a terrible picture because they played with the depth of field and they didn't do a very good job. No, there's another one. Well, there are actually several pictures. Oh, I think it's mine, but it didn't look like that. What happened? Is it the colors that actually? Oh no!
Yeah, it's all washed out.
It's all. Oh no! I know why. Because I was playing in HDR. Oh.
Oh, that's really stupid. They did not do the tone mapping right for the. Oh, that's.
No,
Wow. You can think it's just an oversight, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember that on PS4 I could actually delete my. Oh, maybe. No, my pictures and I should. No, I can't delete that. Well, never mind. People will.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter. But still wanted to show maybe another one. No, sorry. So where are the pictures? They've disappeared now. The difference is pretty big. So if you started the game on Xbox One, you're going to see a massive overhaul, and yeah, it's going to show immediately, even if you're playing on a 1080p TV. It's like Blim said in the beginning. This is the console is set to 1080p, just because we believe that using 4K and streaming in 1080p is not helping with our problems.
Yeah, clearly maddening problem with the streaming. We see people are having no problem whatsoever streaming in whatever resolutions they want and things like that, and we simply even can do a 30 FPS stream, right? And we spent so many hours working on this. Right now it's okay. I see maybe a bit slow down here and there, but it's quite okay. But once again, we could be streaming. Well, the game is not 60, but we could be streaming at 60 right now. But I simply don't want to. No, the stream is good right now.
Yeah, if you're a big YouTuber and you know your stuff, please help us.
Twitch streamer.
Oh yeah, Twitch. Yeah.
YouTube is, yeah. Well.
Yeah. I don't know what I said.
YouTuber.
Sorry. So you can see that the difference is pretty big when compared with the base Xbox One version.
Looking game.
Yeah, it's not everything is perfect. Some textures are still pretty ugly on Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, and yeah, they're still pop in, which is something that
someone is asking if the game performance is better on the X and on the S.
I haven't played the game I actually saw the game on the S for like 10 to 15 minutes in Siwa here. So I'm not going to say it. I think performance is probably better. Now compared to Pro, the only main difference I think I saw, but then again I didn't use Blim's plugin to see if I was right, is when you talk to an NPC, the game zooms in and you can move the camera around the two characters. And on PS4 Pro, it's the frame rate. It's really low in those moments. I don't really know why. And here it seems higher. And I didn't take the time to watch the cutscenes because I wanted to be very quick yesterday night. Again, the update came in very late, and so I tried to rush the beginning that I knew. But John Lindman from Digital Foundry told me that when they did their testing before they received their Xbox One X, so probably back maybe in London when there was the big event, he said the cutscenes on Xbox One X were smooth, which was not the case on PS4 Pro. So
yeah, the game itself at the London event, the game itself looked really bad. It was terrible, honestly.
Oh really?
I wasn't allowed to capture it, but I know John was, and he couldn't use the footage because it really looked like shit.
Okay, funny thing.
I'm glad they fixed it because it was really looking. Well, it was a Gamescom build.
But very strange because at Gamescom I played the game on Xbox One X and it looked really good. I mean,
Well, keep in mind that you are practically blind.
yeah, but now you saw the videos we brought back, and
Yeah,
videos
that
looked
was
great.
off screen.
No, it was direct feed.
Really, from the Gamescom build.
Do you mean Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It was direct feed,
Really.
and it looked very good. And some people,
Okay.
on GAF were just completely excited because they saw that.
Wow. I don't remember, honestly.
You don't remember, because
Yeah,
I was walking
Alzheimer and
through
everything.
the tall grass, and Bayek was
oh
with
yeah,
his
with
hand.
the gladiator
Yeah.
moment. Yeah, well, in my mind it was off screen, so yeah.
So some textures are very nice here, for example.
Yeah.
Whatever this is. Fruit, I guess. But yeah,
figs maybe.
sometimes walls, they look really blurry, which is always a bit of a shame because, well, you're doing a lot of climbing in the game, so you're going to see walls from up close.
Yeah,
And
very close.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe next game.
Yeah,
We've
sure.
got 15 minutes left, so
Next game it is. So next game you wanted was no, so there was a troll. You said that's not going to stand up for Fallout 3. Am I? So I don't know if anyone wants to see Forza 7. Got the update just before the live stream and didn't try the game. Did try the game before the patch, and it looked, a lot of aliasing.
will the Division get a patch?
Not that I know of, but
Yeah. I really would like to see that game in 4K.
yeah, I downloaded it to just in case. Basically, I don't know why.
Yeah,
Like a hunch or something, or I actually wanted to see if it looked better than on Xbox One.
Quantum Break. Yeah, Quantum
Oh
Break.
yeah, Quantum Break. Someone said that. But the thing is, I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how the Division looked on base Xbox One back when it was released, and it's not.
I don't care. I just want to see this game in 4K.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
Such a good looking game.
I didn't get to.
Someone is asking for Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, well, the problem is, as you can see, it's listed there. I have it, but I don't know where. I put away the disc somewhere the other day, and I don't know where. I can't find it. But you should see the mess I have in this room. It's crazy. I mean, nothing is where it should be. I have the remains of the old capture PC, which is still there, right where Bloom left
Which you might switch back to.
Possibly, I don't know. Honestly, I'm starting to believe that I put resume, and never mind. That to believe that maybe the 4K footage we had drops that I didn't really realize we had. Because some frames are, if they were duplicated, maybe I missed it. Especially because most games which were supposedly in 4K on PS4 Pro are 30 FPS anyway, so maybe I just didn't pay attention, and no one actually saw anything. So maybe there was no problem, or maybe there was and people just didn't realize it. And but we'll see. Maybe next time you come and we're going to go through those same trouble and see if it's working better with the old PC, which would be a terrible shame.
Yeah. Well, let's see, but you really could do that yourself.
I know, but I have a lot on my hands at the moment.
It's going to take me 2 hours to drive to your
yeah, but you get
your place, and it's at worst 30 minutes of works even for you.
Sure,
do
but
it.
I have so many things to take care of for the website and the rest that I can't take 30 minutes for something that is not going to change anything. And when you come here, you get to eat melt cheese, so that's something that is worth the time.
with my raclette set.
Oh yeah, your raclette set. Yeah, but because you left it here, I'd never asked you.
Yeah, and in fact I have to get it back.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I think it's somewhere.
Hopefully not in your office.
No. So
yeah, it looks quite a bit better than before.
oh, still, you
But
know,
it's still a very weird engine. I don't know what the Remedy was thinking when they did their choices in terms of rendering, but it's such an odd looking game.
maybe they just didn't have enough money to do what they really wanted in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a money issue. Maybe they tried too hard to do something that they simply couldn't do on the one, because, well, as usual, the one wasn't exactly what the people were hoping it would be in terms of raw power. So I don't know. It's really odd.
Hey, protest's over. At home.
Well, the difference is huge, and I know that because I actually that's one of the bugs we had with the list of Xbox One X enhanced games. Is Quantum Break was actually in the list before it was actually really updated, and the fact that the game was 100 gigs, I thought, okay, that might be true. But the game looked really blurry, and there was another update, pretty big one, about a day or two ago, and then I could see the difference, because sure, there's still the temporal aliasing, anti-aliasing that makes the game a little blurry when you move. But overall, even the jacket, just only the jacket, I mean, it looks very, very clean now. So it's very, very nice. And actually, thinking of, I don't know, I don't even know if the PC version I have, I could have that, you know, crisp image and the 60 FPS, because the game is pretty demanding on PC.
Yeah, it is.
There's more to this than you're letting on. Is it about my brother?
Still worry about him, huh?
If Will did something wrong, then...
Jack, man. Look, I've been tight-lipped about this for a reason. This project we've been working on is going to change the entire
Right,
world.
so maybe we could
why do I smell
show something else. We've got 10 minutes left.
I want to see a Disney Pixar adventure. So yeah,
No, thank you.
56%. This is not going to happen tonight. You'll have videos probably tomorrow, or you know, well, sometime over the weekend.
I don't know. Maybe you could show the new Need for Speed.
Okay, you asked for it.
Yeah,
And I can say what I think about it. Yeah.
I'm crazy like that. Or maybe you could just show Forza 7. But wow, we've already saw this game so much.
Yeah, and I'll put up a few videos, I guess. Well, at least one or two. Maybe just one with several tracks, just bits and pieces of races. So Need for Speed is available for trial. We actually pay myself the subscription for the PC version of the service. But Microsoft was kind enough to add 1 month of EA access in the review kit we received with the console. So I thought, okay, let's give the game a try on Xbox One X first and foremost. And yeah, well, it looks very image quality is pretty good, but I think the game is not detailed enough. There are quite big issues with the pop-in. Sometimes it's can be pretty annoying when it's like a whole cliff that appears in front of your eyes, and then there's the gameplay, and it's of course it's very arcadey as you'd expect, but the handbrake is just that's just too much. That's crazy. I mean, the way it's like you're driving a plane that can actually stop, go from very high speed to stop when they land with a car. So it's very strange. So
Is
basically,
it 30 or 60 FPS?
no,
this one?
it's 30. I don't know the resolution, to be honest. I did play the game on PC. It's 60. I know that Miguel has been having, stuttering problems with the game. As far as I've seen on my PC, and I don't have the 1080 Ti that he owns, the game is smooth. Now it doesn't look a lot better than what I can see here on Xbox One X. So the map, I couldn't say it's very big. I mean, there's no possibility to zoom out more.
Maybe you could show us the game.
Yeah, sure. I
map.
was just trying to select a location, so I can choose. I don't even know what the missions are. I've only played the beginning. There's a drift dealership, and I don't think I can buy a car yet. So there's probably nothing to do here. So yeah, let's assume this is
Maybe you could just drive.
So it's not a very fast car. It's a Subaru. That's supposed to be. So let's check the handbrake. And I was not going too fast, so that maybe that looked a bit realistic, but it's everything but realistic. But it's actually the drifting part is more fun than in the one they released before, the Need for Speed, that looked incredibly realistic visually, but the game was I didn't think it played very well, and the I don't know if it was because they used real actors, but it was very cheap. So you have like jumps and things, and a bit like in The Crew, activities you can do on the road, and it's always pretty fun. My main issue, other than the fact that it's I think the handbrake is way too strong and the car doesn't feel realistic at all. But it's the environment itself. It's deja vu. It's basically sort of Las Vegas and the desert around. I don't know if there are forests and trees, but it's like this. Why don't they take Need for Speed in Japan or in Europe and make it actually look like a different game? Because it's always driving through the same places, and it's honestly
Because Europe and Japan doesn't sell. There's a little America, people.
well then they're it's a shame, because I don't know about you guys, but
the cutscenes look actually worse than the game here. It's really blurry.
yeah, it's very blurry, and it's on PC it's worse because they don't run at 60, so you can see the difference even more.
What do we have here?
Okay, so we've got 5 minutes left. I don't know if you've got something you wanted to show before.
Basically, no. I mean, if you guys want me to show you something, just tell me. Unless it's Red Dead Redemption, because, like I said, I've lost the disc, and I try to find it. And
Fallout?
no, not Fallout. I'm not standing up.
How about we make a little extra money on the side? I'll
Okay,
tell
so
you the
you can
bet
see.
I have in mind, and if you like the odds, we'll lock it in. Win, and I'll even share some of my pay.
25 objects. Well, that's a very pretty neat way to race, destroying things.
Yeah.
So there's a
Stupid.
bumper view, a hood view, whatever you call it, and you can see that the checkpoints are really arcadey also in their own respect, because they're but yeah, I guess it can be a pretty fun game to play. I hope music is not licensed, because we're going to be shut down.
You can be certain it's licensed.
So there's Nitro.
Maybe you could lower the music.
I could. Well, yeah, probably can.
Or maybe you can just quit the game and show something else and finish with something else.
Yeah, depending on what you want me to do, yeah, sure. Yeah, it's
I don't know.
probably not a bad game, but yeah, like I've said, it's always the same landscapes and the same sort of stories with the guys that are not bad guys, but are not, you know, cops. So they're you know, they walk on the white side and, well, okay. Like I said, deja played. And I think they could take the series somewhere else, starting with Europe and maybe Japan. I mean, they want to pay tribute to the Fast and Furious series, from what I understood. So why? I mean, they did a movie in Japan, right? It was Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe for the next one, that would be very nice to see Japan. But then they would actually have to use new assets. Maybe they don't want to do that. I think I lost my bet and I didn't, you know, wreck 25 objects. And there's auto lock that's still there, which is nice because you can compete with your friends even if you're not playing together. Oh, I lost. Yeah, because I only. Well, that's because I'm a very cautious driver.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah, well, I bought your car back without a scratch.
Yeah, that's true.
Miguel bought you back a fine, so.
Yeah. True enough.
And this is very reminiscent of the Crew again, because you know you earn parts for the car and you can equip them if you know their level is good enough for your car. So it's very strange to see that they seem to but you know, again, like I said, it's not a very detailed game. Look at how it looks. I think the Crew looks better than this.
Well, after the patch, it's arguable. Before, no way.
No, yeah, after the patch, of course. Look at the pop in.
Anyway, we are done. It's time to move on and switch to another language. When at least I myself speak a bit better.
I think my English is getting worse by the day. Really, I don't know if it's the lack of sleep or simply the English I hear at work. Maybe it's starting to get.
Could be, or the lack on brain cells, but yeah.
But well, yeah. So Xbox One X, I was pretty excited to receive the console. To be perfectly honest, and I actually have a very powerful PC, so it's not that I don't know if I would have bought it myself, but unboxing a new console is always very exciting, and just being able to try all the games that I that I did play before, but just to see how improved they could be visually, and expecting to see a lot from the third-party games that are coming in the early 2018 and after that. I'm really curious to see if Red Dead Redemption 2 will look very different on PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. But we'll have to be patient, and it's still a very good, solid piece of hardware if you have the money for it. And if you don't own a Pro, I'd say if you own a Pro, just hold and see, unless the exclusives they have on Xbox make you want to just put your money down and say, okay, this time I want to play Quantum Break, I want to play the Halo series or the Forza Horizon series or Forza Motorsport, and I know that I can do it with a powerful console. That might be also a good reason to just buy it now. But if all you owned before was an Xbox One, just do it if you have the money.
You'll be well. Okay, so we are going to leave you guys right now. We are switching to French in 4 minutes. We're not going to show different games. Don't think so. But
depends on what they want to see.
Yeah. Also, Drift, you also once again get some streaming issue. Well, some internet issues, I would say.
Oh, really?
So yeah. Anyway, next live, I don't know when. I would guess soon.
Well, actually, I'm lost. I don't even know what's supposed to. I have no internet issues. I mean, it's the connection for the Ryzen of the Tomb Raider.
I can absolutely tell you that we lost a lot of frames when you were streaming. So drop frames during with your internet, and also I had some issues with your Discord, just like yesterday.
Okay, it was very strange because the bandwidth seems.
Anyway, that's our stuff.
That's our stuff. Okay.
You get next stream. I don't know when, but as soon as possible, I guess.
We'll keep you
hopefully
posted. But we'll have some content very soon.
Yeah. Okay, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.